What is going on, guys? Welcome to GregglesTV Daily Rewind. Is where we go back a week, give you the past 7 days of tech news in one single video. This week's video of news is a mixed bag, actually, because it was kind of slow, but then I released some different things for the news, such as like a little editorial on the Galaxy Z Fold 5, if you should actually buy it or not. I did a OneUI 6 best features video, and then I also did, when there was traditional type news like I did, we covered, the Galaxy Z Fold 5 and future phones and all of that. So there's a ton of information in this week. I hope you enjoy it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to click the link in the description down below to support my site. Have a great day. And actually, it's probably in the pinned comment as well. Have a great day. Peace. Today's story is about OneUI 6, the beta for Samsung Galaxy phones. It is coming out. It's actually, I don't know if it had initially rolled out. I don't think it had, but they put out a press release that it was. So it should be happening today, tomorrow, or the next day. But it's going to be available in 3 different countries. So let's talk about this. So here's the official article that went out, and then they pulled it. Samsung releases OneUI 6 beta for the S23 series users. OneUI 6 is based on Android 14, allows users to have a more customized experience on their smartphone. This includes adjustments to various apps and features. For example, there are other customization options. The beta version is available in the markets of Korea, USA, and Germany. And some of the information that's been pulled from this article is that the revamped quick panel allows users to conveniently access the features. The single swipe from the upper right corner of the display is enough to display the entire quick panel, so you won't have to use 2 fingers or anything like that. This allows users to access their device setting more quickly. Dark mode and eye comfort shield are integrated into the brightness bar, which is a nice little feature to have. You can see, I'll show a bigger image in a moment. And so here's the bigger image actually about it before we dive more into the features and things like that. The picture's a little grainy. I saw a few people that captured this. Unfortunately, this is the best quality that I could personally find for the image. Not that great, but you can see what that looks like. And then to add on to some of the other things, a new camera widget makes it possible to specify the storage location for certain photos in advance. You can set background images for the appropriate situations, and a single swipe from the upper right corner. Again, we kind of mentioned that just a moment ago. So this is going to be a big update that rolls out, especially on the beta side. I checked my S23. It's not available, unfortunately, for me yet, but again, it should be today, the next day, or the other day. So if you live in one of those countries, you should be able to get the beta. I know some of you are gonna ask me, is it gonna be available for more countries? I would assume yes. It's just probably gonna take hold over the next couple of weeks or so. And then other devices, definitely, again, over the coming weeks, you'll see this start to roll out to more devices. Other than that, that's kind of what we know so far about the features and how it's gonna look and things like that. I think it looks really clean. I like the way it looks. I think it looks a little bit better than what we have now. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments down below. Also, before I forget, the August update is out right now for a lot of the Samsung phones. I got mine on my Z Fold 4, I should say. So check out your phone to see if you have that August update. It was pretty slow on the news front, and I want to talk about the Galaxy Z Fold 5 some more because I've just got it. I put a video out today, and I just wanted to reiterate about this phone in some ways. So the first way is, I can't stress this enough. If you're on the border or you have a Z Fold 4 and you're jumping to the Z Fold 5 and your Z Fold 4 works fine, it's not broken, and everything's okay with it, do not upgrade. This feels like one of those times. This feels back to those old days when iPhone would come out with like the iPhone 4 and then they'd come out with the 4S. You're like, damn, it feels like the same freaking phone. It doesn't feel any different than the last iteration of the phone. This is an S version of the Galaxy Z Fold 4. It should be a Z Fold 4S, really, in a lot of ways. It's remarkably similar to the Z Fold 4. It feels very similar. It has a better processor in there with better performance and a brighter display, but it's pretty much unnoticeable in a lot of ways, especially when you're using the device. The only difference I notice is, especially when I have these 2 colors, is just the colors alone. I've got this cream/white color on the Fold 4, and on the Fold 5 I've got this blue with like a little bit of black around the cameras. And that's about it. Even the photos, like I've took photos with this, and you could see my video from earlier today. There's just, it almost upsets me in a way that they would put this out and expect people to spend money, so much money. Because, you know, even if you fold trade in a Fold 4, they give you a good trade-in value, about, what is it, $900. You still have to pay, after taxes, basically $1,000 almost for the Fold 5. And I'll be honest, at this point, I'm leaning not towards keeping this. I'm leaning on returning this, which would be crazy because the Samsung Galaxy Z Folds have been my favorite phones over the last few years, and now the competition's starting to roll in from OnePlus and Pixel Fold, and the Chinese manufacturers are pushing the envelope a lot, even though you have to import those phones here into America. And I am just not impressed in so many ways. It's not that it's a bad phone, it's just not that different enough to where it's not worth it to actually have to purchase that device. It's awful. It's not awful, you know, again, you guys are gonna take me saying it's awful, this is an awful phone. It's not an awful phone, it's just not a worthy upgrade. That's probably better wording for it. So do not upgrade to this phone. If you have an S23 Ultra, do not upgrade to this phone. Wait for the Fold 6. Don't reward Samsung with your money by them doing a small incremental upgrade. Even if you want a foldable phone, I'll say that right now, don't. Wait it out. Let them impress you and give you something different. My dog is going crazy down here. And then you come in Fold 3, I'd probably say still don't do it. Fold 2, maybe, but I'd probably say still don't do it. Let them reward you with something completely different. Someone asked me if these phones are wider than the other, the Fold 4 and 5, they're not. It doesn't matter if they're open or not. So all about the Galaxy S24 Ultra phone. And whew, man, the more I want things to change with Samsung, the more they're continually not changing. This is kind of annoying. S24 Ultra will be out by January, February, March, somewhere in that time frame, probably February, March, more likely. And we've been hearing some things might change, some things might not, and here's a couple of other things that are looking to stay the same. So here it is right here. This is coming from Ice Universe, and as you can see from his tweet, he says, don't believe the rumors that the S24 Ultra will adopt 65 watt charging and a 5500 milliamp battery. I can confirm that they are all false. And then someone confirmed, Yogesh Brar actually said 45 watt charging and 5000 milliamp battery. He said yes. So, man, not that and to be fair, you know, the battery life on the S23 Ultra is really good. So like needing anything that's like out of this world fast is, you know, kind of null and void. So like, even though this isn't, you know, matching up with some of the other competitors in the market, especially in the international space where you're seeing like 120 watt charging and you're only getting 45 watt on here, which is literally only a minute or two faster in the overall scheme of things, versus 25 watt, it's still not the end of the world. Like I said, because of the increased performance with the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 and then 3 that it will come out soon, with the way it sips the battery life and is good in that regard, and that's still with a 5000 milliamp battery. So I'm not too worried about it. It's just more like, when are we ever going to take that next step to these other things you hate that they haven't upgraded in years and years and years? Today's news though is amazing, guys. It is all about the S23 phones, and I don't know if you can see that, but the beta, the OneUI 6 beta is officially out. I think it's Korea, if I remember correctly, Korea, Germany, and America. Obviously I'm in America and I'm downloading the update right now. It is really big. It's like 2.9 gigs, almost 3 gigs. And I just saw it when I woke up right now, and because it's really early at the time of me making this video, I'm downloading it, but we know exactly what has changed. I'm gonna go through a full list of everything that has changed on there. If you wanna download it, this is what you gotta do. It's really easy. Go into the Samsung Members app. Next after that, you'll see a bunch of banners at the top. Just scroll through them. Close your Samsung Members app if it's already been opened, because that's what I had to do, and reopen it. Once you're in that, you'll see some banners at the top. Scroll through them until you see one that says OneUI 6 Beta. Tap on that, scroll to the bottom, hit enroll, and then you have to hit accept or something like that. Accept and then enroll. And then after that, what you do is go into your software updates on your phone in settings, and you should have it. I had to check twice and it eventually showed up, and now I'm downloading it. It's a really big file like I mentioned, and it's downloading really slow. I don't know why, because my internet's really fast, but regardless, I'm getting it. So let's talk about everything that's inside of the update for this phone. So here we go. This is put together by Anthony, which is very nice of him to do some little copy and paste. So the quick panel has a new button layout. So the quick panel has a new layout that makes it easier to access the features you use most, such as Wi-Fi and Bluetooth now have their own dedicated buttons at the top of the screen, while the visual features like dark mode and eye comfort shield have been moved to the bottom. Instantly access the full quick panel. By default, quick panel with notifications appear when you swipe down from the top of the screen. Swiping down again hides the notifications and shows the expanded quick panel if you turn on quick panel settings instant access. So just swipe down once on there. Quickly access brightness control. So now that's going to be easier to bring down, but you can do that in a setting before, but I guess you don't have to go through that secret setting to turn this on. So you'll see it immediately pulling down the panel. Improved album art display. While playing music or videos, album art will cover the entire media controller in the notification panel if the app playing the music or video provides album art. Now this is something that's already in Android 14 because my Pixel has this, so that's cool to have though. Enhanced layout for notifications. Each notification now appears as a separate card, making it easier to recognize individual notifications. Sort notifications by time. This is cool. While playing music or videos, album art will cover the entire media controller in the notification panel of the app. Oh, that he messed that one up, but you can sort notifications by time. Lock screen. This is all the lock screen stuff. You can reposition your clock. That's going to be nice. If you don't like where the clock is, just press and hold on it and move it to where you want. Home screen now has simplified icon labels. App icon labels are now limited to a single line for a cleaner and simpler look. Galaxy and Samsung have been removed from some app names to make them shorter and easier to scan. So that's always good to see that it's going to look a little better. Typeface, meaning fonts. OneUI 6 has a new default font with a more stylish and modern feel. You'll see the new font if the default font is selected in settings. If you're using a different font, you'll see that font after upgrading to the OneUI 6. That's interesting. I'll be curious to see what that looks like. Multitasking, keep pop-up windows open. Instead of minimizing pop-up windows when you go to the recents screen, pop-ups will now remain open after you leave the recent screen so you can continue what you're working on. Samsung keyboard, which I don't use. New emoji design, emojis that appear in messages. Okay, so that's good. Content sharing, picture and video previews. When you share pictures or videos from any app, preview images will appear at the top of the share panel to give you more chance to review the pictures and videos before sharing them. Extra sharing options. When you share content, additional options may appear on the share panel depending on the app you're sharing from. For example, when you share a website from the Chrome web browser, you'll see the option to share a screenshot of the website along with the web address. That is very helpful. I like that. Weather, new weather widget provides more information about your local weather conditions. You can see when severe thunderstorms, snow, rain, and other events are on the forecast. More information in the weather app. Information about snowfall, that's cool. Interactive map view, swipe to move around the map and tap a location to view the local weather conditions. The map can help you find weather information. Enhanced illustrations, man, there's a lot of stuff with this weather widget app. Custom camera widgets, you can add custom camera widgets to your home screen. You can set each widget to start in a specific shooting mode and save pictures in an album of your choice. I like that. That's a smart one, so that you can have little widgets on your screen, and like maybe one just says video or one says portrait. You can just tap on that immediately and it'll go into that mode of the camera for you. More alignment options for watermarks. So if you want to add more, you can choose whether your watermark appears at the top or the bottom. Quick access to resolution settings. A resolution option is now available in the quick settings at the top of the screen in photo and pro modes. Easier video size options, so you can resize your videos if you need to. For that kind of stuff, there's when grid lines are turned on, a camera section and a level line will now appear in the middle of the screen while using the rear camera. Apply effects more easily. Filter and face effects now use a dial instead of a slider. Scan documents easily. The scan document feature has been separated from the scene optimizer, so you can scan documents even if the scene optimizer
is off. Quality optimization, you can choose between 3 levels of quality optimizations for the pictures you take. Choose maximum to get the highest quality pictures from the most post-processing. Choose minimum to reduce the amount of post-processing so you can take advantage of that. You can also choose medium to get the best balance of speed and best processing. New auto frames per second settings for videos. Auto FPS can help you record better videos in low light. Auto FPS has now 3 options. You can set it off, use it for 30, or use it for 30 and 60. Gallery, you can save clipped images as stickers. I thought you could do that before. Couldn't you do that? Enhanced story view, drag and drop with 2 hands, quick edits, tons of stuff in the photo editor as well, as you can see. And the calendar, there's tons of stuff in here. This is a big update, guys. This is a really, really nice update for this phone. So if you were thinking of getting it, you know, I heard a couple things I do want to mention though. I heard in the beta version 1 that the animations are kind of slow and buggy. I heard the software overall is kind of buggy as well. So just be forewarned, if this is your main phone, you might have some issues. So you might want to wait if you're going to do this. Or it might be too late by then for beta 2. But I heard it's, again, some bugginess and the animations are kind of slow. Mine's still downloading. It's at 74% for this phone. So let me know. In this video, we're going to show off OneUI 6. I have it installed on my Galaxy S23 Ultra, and I wanted to show you some of my favorite things about it. So without further ado, let's jump into it. First would be the quick panel and the notifications. You see, this is the quick panel. I like the way this looks. It looks very professional, looks sleek, looks modern. I really, really like that. If I swipe up a little bit, I have my notifications. Now I'm able to do that because I have, if you go to the pencil and then you go to quick access, quick settings, instant access, you can turn that on or off if you want. So you can see if it's on, pull down from the top right corner of the screen to access the full quick settings panel without notifications. So if I have it on, I'll show you. There you go. So it can be, you know, if you want that on or off, you can turn it on or off. I think for me it was off by default, but I think it's because it was just pulling over my settings that I had previously on there, but it is in there. So I'm a big fan of all this. Next would be the font. I have the new font installed and set up. You have to set it to default in order to see it, but once you come in here and you go to settings, and then you'll just search for font, make it easier. Font. Nope, that's watermark. Go to font, there we go, font style. You'll see font size, font style. The default one, I had it on Samsung 1 before. This is Samsung 1, and then here's the default new one. I like it. It's a little bit wider. Maybe it's bolder because of the way I have my size of my font set, but I like it. I actually want this. I love the way it looks. It's very enjoyable, if that makes sense. Yeah, I love the fonts. That'd be another one of the things I like about the update. Not that you couldn't install that font anywhere else, but you know, it's built right into the OS for OneUI 6, so it looks really, really nice. I also like that the notifications themselves are set up as just separate things on here. You know, they're not all clumped together. So you see each notification separate. It's like its own little card, which they mentioned as one of the big things in the update. Next would be setting your notifications by time instead of priority. So if you go into settings, and then you go into notifications, and then go into sort notifications, you can do it by time, and it will sort them by when you got them first. So that could be pretty helpful for you. It might not be, you still might want it by priority, but I think this is pretty nice to be able to do it by that. I'd rather have it by time, most likely. This next one is actually really cool. I think this one nice. Extra sharing options, especially in Chrome. So you go into Chrome, press the 3 dots, and then you can go to share. And I can do a screenshot if I want to, or copy the link or screenshot. But I think the screenshot is really cool. You can also do a long screenshot. So if you have trouble with screenshots or whatever, you know, it's an easy way for your parents or other people to be able to do something really, really quick and easy. The weather widget, I like this. Here's the weather widget. You tap on it and you also get some new animations depending upon what the weather's like. You can see this looks like a lady with a raincoat here in San Diego, showing off that she's might want to wear a coat because it's like 66 degrees. I love this next one. This one is a little shortcut I set up, so when I tap on it, automatically goes into portrait video. So the way you do that is you're going to create a widget. Press and hold on the screen, go into widgets, then you want to go into camera, and you have this one called custom camera. Press and hold on it, drag it to where you want. It's asking for a name. So maybe we'll call this one, we'll just call this one portrait. Hit save. Starting mode, if I want it to be the rear or the front camera, I'll choose that. So I'll say I want it to be the rear camera, and I want it to go portrait mode, but I could choose whatever I wanted to as the mode. I go back a step, and then you can see save pictures and videos too. If you have an option like an SD card or something into your phone, you could do it there. Otherwise, you can put it into a specific album. And then also you can do widget background, which you want it to use the most recent album or select an image. And we'll just say I want it to use a image or a video. We'll just choose, let's choose this. We'll choose that as the background, hit save. And now I have these quick little things that I wonder if I can resize them actually. Let me see if I can make them smaller. Oh, I could, because they're pretty big. And you can make these pretty, cool the way you want them. So I got this one, I tap on that, it goes right into portrait mode on photo, and then I tap this one, this goes into portrait video, front camera. So kind of neat that you can make those little shortcuts. I really like that. The next one is also in the camera. If you go into settings for the camera, you'll see advanced intelligence options, and you can set your quality optimization to different ones. You can do maximum, medium, or minimum. And what this does is it makes it so that when you take a photo, it will do like, how it does some processing behind the scenes after you take the photo. You can make it maximum, medium, or very minimal. Next one is scan document. Just hold your phone over it. You can see it already recognizes it as a document, and I can tap that. And then from here, I can scan it or extract the text or set it up the way I need it to fully look, and then hit save, and now it's saved as a document. So very helpful if you're scanning documents with your phone, which I actually do a lot. It's actually sometimes faster than getting out the scanner. Next, we'll go into an image in the gallery app. I'm gonna press and hold on my dog right here. And now I can copy, I share it, or save it as a sticker so I can use it later in a video or a photo or something like that. Now that I saved that previous photo as a sticker, I can add it into a video or a photo. Just hit edit on another photo and then tap on stickers and then click this down here. And I have him, I can put him in any image now that I have. There he goes. I'm gonna hit save, save. And now I have my dog as a sticker anywhere I want. So you have this new button. If you go into a photo, tap the button at the bottom, and you can add these different effects really quick. I'm gonna do a portrait effect, and it should add a portrait effect to my dog's photo, which can't add, not recognize, so whatever. It would do it on some of them, but we'll we do a remaster, so it changes the look a little bit, or increases it, I should say. Let it do its thing, there you go. There is your before and after. So I made them a little bit brighter, which I actually kind of appreciate. Both stories about the Galaxy Z Fold 5. The first one is about a squeaky hinge. And I want to talk about mine. Silent, super tight, feels great. Loving the hinge on the Galaxy Z Fold 5. Closes flat, but what about other people? It looks like someone on Reddit is actually getting a squeaky hinge. Does anybody's Fold 5 have a squeaky hinge? I've had mine for a couple of days and it has a slight squeak when closing and opening, particularly when the hinge is a more acute angle. It doesn't seem like a huge deal, but I want to make sure it isn't a defect and could become worse later. And again, mine's great. I looked through the comments. I didn't notice anybody else having a squeaky hinge. I haven't heard it from any of you guys that have a squeaky hinge, but I just wanted to throw it out there that it's a possibility, but mine's super silent. Sounds great, feels great. What about you guys? Let me know in the comments down below. The last story of the day, I'm not gonna do any questions today. We're headed out to SeaWorld and I gotta get this video out. So I don't know why Samsung doesn't do it. I don't know why any companies don't do these. Like these premium editions, premium releases, put everything in a box. These things would sell like freaking crazy. I know they would, because it's like, it gives you that whole experience, especially someone that's new to the ecosystem. They'd be like, all right, everything's right there. Let me grab it. I don't have to worry about anything. But someone or some people, up to, I think it was 3,000 people, got premium editions of the Galaxy Z Fold 5. Again, I found this on Reddit, and the photos really show some interesting stuff with it. So let's take a closer look at it. So first of all, you get this letter. The letter says that you are one of the proud owners of the brand new
Galaxy Z Fold 5 Premium Edition package, produced and limited to 3,000 units. This special version is only available for exceptional customers like yourself. Inspired by the region's rich heritage, this special version embodies our pride in being a part of the community. It gives us immense pleasure to welcome you to the Galaxy Elite family, and we hope you have a delightful experience. Best wishes. And when we continue through this, guys, here's the front of the box, and you can see the front of the box says Galaxy Z Fold 5 case, Pro, and another case for the buds. But here it is. This looks freaking awesome. Like, this would be awesome to have. You get your phone, you get the case, you get another case for the buds, and you get the Buds 2 Pro, their best earbuds. Like, why wouldn't anybody want this? Why wouldn't they give this to more people, especially like people that are always buying Samsung? Like it says there, you would get something like this. I think it would be freaking amazing. And again, if they sold something like that, I know you can get like this free with gifts and things like that, but you know, it's not just getting it free, it's getting it in like one package and not in just in a brown box. It's put together nicely. It feels like you're special. I would love to see more manufacturers do this. Let me know your thoughts on this. Would you love to see these premium edition packages put together by companies, especially Samsung? Let me know in the comments down below. Thanks for watching, guys. If you have a question, leave it in the comments down below, #question. Also, click on that link down below to support the site. All you gotta do is click. It supports what I do, and it shows that you love me or love the show. Have a great day. We'll see you down the road.